What's going on, fam? How are you? Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a great Resurrection Sunday, a happy Easter, or just a good Sunday overall. Let me do a sound check because you know my sound check guy's gonna let me know if it's not right, but let me do it before he gets me. Hold on. Okay, we good. We good. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for being here. Today I want to do something a little fun. So I want to talk about unspoken cruise rules, like the etiquette on a cruise ship that people should have, but probably don't. And I want to talk about just certain things that we should automatically know, but people just don't follow. So, what you will see pinned at the top of the chat will be a link. Now, this is my first time doing this, so I hope it works and I hope you guys like it because maybe I'll incorporate it more. So, the link will have some questions, and then at the end, you can it's just like poll questions, and you guys can drop your answers into the poll. And then at the end, if you have anything you want to share, you can share it. So, and then I'll share it at the end. So, I hope you guys just let's have a conversation today. So first things first, I want to go ahead and share um the QR code in case you are capable of scanning the QR code and you can't click the link. I want to share the QR code with you. So that is the QR code, or you can type in the website with the access code, and that way you can answer the questions. But let me go ahead who is here today, and I'm going to leave this up for those of you who need it. So first things first, we have Ronnie C. What is going on, fam? Thank you for being here, and thank you for being a part of the Parker fam, and thank you for all the Parker fam members that are here. We appreciate you guys so much for being a part of our family. And also, if you haven't gotten a chance today, there's a members only video update in there. So check that out as well. Kathy B is here. Hey, Kathy, how are you? Thank you for being here. I hope you are doing well today. And then we have Kenny Elliott. Hey, Kenny, how are you? Thank you for being here as well. I appreciate you. And Liam is here. Hey, Liam, how are you? I hope you are doing well. How's that new job panning out for you? And then we have Heather. Hey, Heather. Heather said, love watching you on my lunch break. Thanks, Heather. I appreciate it. I'm glad I could bring a little bit of a break to your day. And hopefully today is going to be a fun one. I hope you guys enjoy it. If so, we'll do more like this. And then we have So Jess. Hey, Jess, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And also on the go with YOLO. Hello. How you doing, fam? Thank you for being here. And then Flair by Pierre. Hey, how are you? Thank you for being here. So I want to jump right into it because we all have the things that we think people should be doing on cruises, or that maybe, you know what? Why don't you already know this? Like, why is this not a thing that you already know? So let's talk about it. Let's have that conversation about those unspoken cruise rules that people just refuse to follow. Okay, let's talk about it. So I'm going to go ahead and present this so you guys can see it better. Okay, that looks better. So the first one, we're going to be talking about why we have these rules, right? Hey, Kristen, how are you? Thanks for being here, fam. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so why we have these unspoken cruise rules? Because first of all, a cruise ship is a confined space. Like there are thousands of people on a cruise ship at one time, so we definitely should be respecting each other's spaces and being look, I will say using home training, but people might get offended by that. But I've already said it, so it don't matter. Let's use the training, right? Let's respect other people's spaces, and it is about mutual respect. And of course, there's staff and crew that live on this ship all the time, and you want to be respectful of them as well. What's going on, MH? Thanks for being here. I appreciate you, fam. So, and thank you guys for being a member. If you're a member and I haven't checked in yet, thank you for being a member. All right, so the next one. So while these rules matter, is because we have a better experience. Just small courtesies go a long way. If you are courteous to others, a lot of the times you'll get it back. Now, there's just some people that ain't gonna give it back to you, and that's okay. We just sometimes you got to get back to them. But most of the times, if you are nice to people, they will be nice to you. And then also it's about mutual respect. Be considerate of other people. Let's be harmonious in these spaces because we all love cruising. And as much as we like to see the viral videos of the fights and the people who get left behind in port and all that stuff, I don't want that to be bleed over into my vacation. I don't pay too much money for this vacation for whatever you got going on to interfere with my vacation. Okay. And then, once again, we're in a confined environment. We have limited space already. We're on a cruise ship. We're in these cabins and they're not as big as they should be. So when we go out in public spaces, we want to make sure that we are respectful of the people and that we can have a good time in those environments. So the first etiquette, let's talk about the elevator rule. What are some of the existing elevator rules that people should know that don't? Because let's look at this picture. Elevators don't look like this, but the hallways to the elevators do. Okay, when we getting out of these shows, when we coming out of dinner, that's what everything looks like, right? So the first thing is let people get out of the elevator before you go in the elevator. Let them get out. Let them get out of the elevator before you go in the elevator, because that's the least you can do is let me get out before you get in. Okay. The next thing is don't overcrowd the elevator. No, there's not room for one more. No, you can't squeeze on in there. No, it ain't more fun. And welcome to the party. I need my space. And do y'all forget what we just went through here? Like we were all just confined to our houses for almost 2 years. Stop squeezing in the small space and then you coughing and passing gas and doing all the stuff. Come on, folks. Let's not. Okay. And then if you can't, use the stairs. I know for me, if we going down now, I ain't gonna sit here and act like I'm going up 10 flights of stairs. Now I've done it. I was worse for wear at the end of it. But like, if you can use the stairs, use the stairs. I'll go downstairs quick. I'll go downstairs all day. I might wait to go up about 5 or 6 flights, but I will go down the stairs. And half the time, if I see an elevator and I see people waiting, find another elevator bay. Go bop down a couple of flights of stairs. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. And please, 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 please supervise your kids. They not gonna ride every floor. And I don't need you to push every button. Okay. All the pranks and we're going to push all the buttons and run out and knocking on the door and running. Supervise your kids. Supervise your kids. Okay. So let's see here what you guys are saying in the chat. So first of all, Leo said, don't bump into people and not say anything. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. That is the like, excuse me, because I find myself saying excuse me when I probably shouldn't. Like, you probably should have said excuse me first, but my excuse me is probably gonna be sarcastic. It ain't gonna be it ain't gonna be oh that nice. Oh, no, it's probably because excuse me, it's gonna be one of them because you probably should have said it. So you're right, Liam. Don't bump into me and not say nothing. On the go, Yellow said, no, home training is important. You need to say that thing. I'm going to say it. Home training is very important. Okay. Florida Cruises is here. Hey, fam. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you. Kathy B is laughing. Leo said, if the elevator is full, no, you can't scooch in. No, I can't scooch one more. No, I can't scooch one more. Absolutely not. What's going on, Sig? How are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And then on the go, Yellow said, first come, first serve, and let the people off first and be considerate of those in wheelchairs. Yes, yes. And a lot of times if I see like people in wheelchairs, but I just gone. I ain't even sitting there waiting because it's going to be at least 2 more rides before I get on the elevator because it's going to be someone that just walked up, scooch in front of you and slide in the elevator as if you wasn't standing there. So no. DT Cruiser, hey fam, thanks for being here. How are you? We appreciate you. And also, guys, pinned at the top of the chat, once again, it is a quick little, just like a little poll. If you guys can answer that, and at the end, we're going to go over and see what you guys thought about these questions. So yeah, appreciate you. So let's move on to the next one. The buffet behavior gone wrong. One thing come on now. Use your utensils. Why do we have to say this? Why do we have to say don't reach over and just touch it? Why you just won't use the spoon? It's bad enough we all got to touch a spoon behind you, but you sticking your bare hands in the food? Come on. And if you're going back in line, get a new plate. I don't know. Why is this stuff that we have to have a conversation about? Why we can't just know that this is true stuff? Like, get a new plate if you're going back in the buffet. It ain't that hard. They'll come and take your old plate. There's not like a small supply of plates. Get a new plate. Take what you'll eat. Now, I will say sometimes my eyes are bigger than my stomach. A lot of times my eyes are bigger than my stomach. And sometimes I will take more than what I should. But I'm not, I mean, come on now. Let's be considerate. Let's be considerate. Step aside if you're undecided. If you don't know what you're going to get, just move. Just move. Let other people keep the line moving. Keep the line moving. Let other people get in there. Let other people get in there. On the go with Yellow said, dude, rule number 1, don't eat in the buffet line. You can't wait till you get to, yes. Do not eat at the buffet line. You stand in line, picking out your plate, licking your fingers, and then you're going to go back and pick up the utensils, and I got to pick it up behind you. And now I understand why. And I see there are people that will actually like go in and like I've been seeing lately, like bringing their own plastic gloves to use at a buffet. I saw it real bad after COVID, but it's starting to pick back up now. And it's just like, I kind of understand why, because people be in line having full-fledged meals and still trying to decide on what they want to eat. Liam said, Yellow, not eating the whole meal. The whole meal. Standing in line eating the whole meal. What's going on, Angel? How are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you so much for stopping through. We're talking about unspoken cruise rules that you should know, unspoken cruise etiquette. Let's dive into it. All right, so the next slide is the chair hogs. The chair hogs. Travel, yes, we see said, ha, you chose violence for Easter Monday. I'm just, listen, it ain't, it might be choosing violence. I did. Because, sometimes we just want to say things and things just got to be said. It just got to be said, right? So the chair hogs. Let's talk about it. I mean, I don't sit by the pool, but I probably would. And the reason why I don't sit by the pool is because I don't feel like fighting nobody about a chair. It's been so many videos coming out about people just sitting at the poolside arguing because this was my chair or you moved the chair. And me and my wife were sitting there. We just went to the buffet. I just went to get a drink. And now you in my seat. Why? Angel said, Lord, the chair hogs, right? Like, come on, the saving the seat thing, and like not a lot of the cruise lines now is they'll move your stuff. They don't care. They will move your stuff. And I applaud that because it's people that get up at 6 and 7 a.m. to haul like 8 chairs in like under the shade and in the cabanas that there are cabanas that happen to be free. But if you don't get one, then you know what I mean? It's because somebody got up at 5 o'clock in the morning and put their stuff there and then walked away until 10 or 11 o'clock. Like, come on now. Come on now. Let's not do that. Liam said, I'm mixed about the chair hauls because you might be at the pool all day swimming. How are you going to know if they are swimming or left saving the chair? Because you ain't in the pool for 4 and 5 hours and ain't got out. If you did, you ain't go pee. Like, you ain't come back to check on your stuff. You don't want to get a drink. You ain't got to do like there's nothing. Like, you're just sitting in the pool for 4 and 5 hours on end, and you didn't come back to check, or you're not near your stuff. I don't know. It's just me. But once again, I'm not. I don't be diving into cruise ship pools like that. So y'all let me know. Florida Cruiser says, I use a napkin to serve myself at a buffet. I see guys leaving the bathroom while washing their hands all of the time. Those are the same people touching the tongs at the buffet and stair rails. Facts. But right. And that's the thing. Even like carrying a little thing of hand sanitizer, even if you don't have using the napkins is a great idea, by the way. So yeah, that's really smart. I'm gonna have to tap in on that. But why hog them and you are in the pool? Right, like you in the pool. You don't need the chair. Put your stuff somewhere safe. And you don't need a chair if you're in the pool. Mickey's Adventures, how are you? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you, fam. And welcome to Parker fam. Appreciate you. Team Honey Bun. You don't need a chair if you swim, and chairs are for sitting. Right, Angel. Okay, so some of the cruise line have a 30-minute rule. Do you think a 30-minute rule should be in place? 30 minutes, if you ain't back in 30 minutes, then your chair is gone. I think I applaud them having, the crew picking up the towels, but I feel like also if we use this common courtesy, they should not have to be spending their time picking up your towels or moving your stuff because you didn't do what you were supposed to do, which was not hog a chair. Okay. Let's see. Leon said that makes me nervous because you're like, I know they see the soap and sink. Right? Like you saw that sink before you left. You saw that soap, and you still chose not to wash your hands and then go straight to the buffet. Yes, that is great. Well, when I get out of the pool, I want to lounge in my chair. And yes, but are you like for hours on end? Are you in the pool for hours on end? Awesome by the grace of God, wishing the same to everyone in the chat. Thank you so much, fam. But if you're swimming and sitting when you get out, and that, like I said, that is fine. And that makes sense if you're actually using it. But how do we distinguish the difference between somebody actually using a chair and then somebody that just reserved it because they decided at 6 a.m. because they decided they want to come back at the pool at 1? Like, so what if you're that one person who wants that actual chair, but you can't have it? You're actually sitting by the pool. You're actually in the pool, but you can't have it because somebody got up at 5 or 6 a.m. to reserve their spot, and then they didn't come back until the afternoon. I mean, let's be courteous. All right, so the next one, balcony boundaries. Y'all, these balconies are not 100% private. I think we know this. Let's use noise control here. Like, I appreciate you wanting to listen to your music while you getting dressed and want to turn up and have the party, but I didn't choose your music for me. So while you out there on the balcony listening to your music all loud, if you want to do that, go to the Lido. I don't want to hear your music. What if I didn't want to hear your music? You know what I mean? Like, the sound carries, okay? Sound carries. Therefore, be respectful. Come on, go to the smoking deck. Don't smoke on your balcony. Everybody don't smoke. Everybody don't want your smoke, and it depends on what kind of smoke it is. I'm sure we don't want your smoke, okay? Don't peek at your neighbors. Don't be peeking around the balcony, around the little barrier, trying to see what's going on. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I ain't gonna lie. If I feel like something going, I am that neighbor. Now, if you in there arguing and I got a balcony and I can hear it, I would sit out and I would listen now because it's fair game. But if you know, I'm not. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna sit out there and listen because now your business is my business because I can hear it. So I might well hear exactly what I'm listening to, but still try to be respectful. The walls are thin on these ships already, so let's be respectful of each other's privacy. And come on with the slam of the doors. Come on with the slam of the doors. Come on with the slam of the door. Y'all ain't got to slam the door every day. Every time you walk out of the cabin, y'all door got to slam and my cabin got to shake because y'all slam. Come on. We ain't got to do that. We got to do that. Liam said, I get both issues with the chair. Yeah, and right, we're trying to be respectful of other people's time and we don't want to take up other people's space, but at the same time it's like, yeah, come on. Come on. Let's be respectful. There is no such thing as privacy on a balcony. It's not. And it's not even just, oh, I'm going to be like, oh, it's my balcony. They have cameras. They see what y'all doing. They have cameras. It ain't no we're gonna have a date night on the balcony. They got cameras. They see you. And make sure you guys hit the like and share. I would greatly appreciate it. Leo said, you want privacy? Go into the room and close the curtains. Right. Let's see. First of all, it is illegal to smoke on a balcony, and I will snitch you out. Now, Yellow said, I'm going to snitch on you, and I am. Friend said she going to tell it. HB5, welcome in. And you're welcome. We hope you are enjoying and catching up on everything that we have going on. Thank you for being a part of the Parker fam, and welcome to Team Honey Bun, HB5. Hey, Kevin, how are you? I hope you are doing well. Okay, so all these balcony boundaries, come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. And if you're just popping in, go up to the pinned comment and just answer the poll questions, and we're going to share them at the end just to see where everybody stands. All right, so the next one is dining room decorum. It's some things we probably shouldn't have to say, but we're going to have to talk about it, okay? Punctuality. Arrive on time for the reservation. Now, I can't even be, sometimes, our reservation might be 6 and it might be 5:59 if I leave my cabin. Sometimes it be like that. I'm one of those people and I got to learn. I got to preach what I say, right? So try to arrive on time for your reservations. But most of the time we are on time for our reservations. The dress code, follow formal night requirements. Now, it's not a requirement, but I will say I don't want to see you in your bikini while I'm eating my dinner. If you just came back from the pool, take the time to go put on a cover up, especially in the dining room. Flip flops and shorts, okay, but your bikinis and your cheeks while I'm eating, I don't need to see that. I don't need to see it, and I don't think most people want to see it. Like poolside clothes for pools, and it should be things that should not have to be said, but unfortunately, it does have to be said. Staff courtesy. One thing I always believe is this: if you are handling my food, I'm not gonna be extra nasty to you for no reason. Now, you handling my food. If the food is not what I expected it to be, we're gonna politely talk about it, and we're gonna ask for a different option. Or if I just don't want it, I just don't want it. But I'm not gonna be nasty to you, knowing you handling my food. Why y'all doing that? Why y'all talking to the people that's taking your food to the back? Not even just on a cruise ship. Anywhere. Why are you talking crazy to anybody handling your food? Is beyond me. Conversation volumes. Now, if we in a group, sometimes we can get a little loud. We understand that. And I naturally, as you guys can hear, I naturally talk a little loud. So I have to I come from a family of loud talking people. So sometimes I have to remind myself, tone it down a little bit. They can probably hear you. As you can see right now, I'm talking loud. But sometimes you do have to remind yourself, tone it down a little bit. Your voice will carry over the restaurant. And I know there's people, I know there are, thank you so much. I know there are people that are waiting for you. Paul says waiting for a presenter. Okay. I know there are people that are waiting for you, but at the same time, it's like, come on. Come on. Let me see if I can share this with you guys. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Hopefully it's working now. Give it a try for me, Mickey. Hopefully it's working now. Let's go back to sharing the presentation. Okay, here we go. All right, so Liam said no flip flops and big bellies at the table going to the grill or buffet. Yeah, and it's the buffet thing too. Like people, and I'll be a little bit more lenient at the buffet because sometimes people are coming from the pool and they're going to the buffet. No, I don't really want to see it, but I can't understand the dining room is a completely different subject. All right. And then we have public grooming nightmare. Why we don't blow your nose by the food. Don't blow your nose by the food. Don't clip your nails at the dining table. When you brushing your hair, you just go to the bathroom. Like the pool is not your bathtub. The pool is not your toilet. Get out of the pool. Stop having cold browns at the pool. Okay? Stop having cold browns at the pool. Let's see here. I'm sorry. Okay. If it's not working, it's okay. Yeah, it doesn't seem that it's working. So I will try. I'll just ask you guys the questions live. It's okay. Thank you for letting me know. This is my first time trying to use it. So hopefully it will. Hopefully I can fix it next time. Let's see here. And let's see, so the same. Is anyone able to? Yeah, anybody should be able to do it, but we'll just go through them live. Why we have to tell grown folks this? Right. Why do we have to tell grown folks this? We should not have to tell grown folks this. These are but it's true things, and thank you, Kathy. It's true things, but it's like we should not be having to have these conversations. Hey, C, how are you? Thank you for being here. We are talking about cruise ship etiquettes, unspoken rules that we should know that people just don't follow on cruise ships. And you can drop yours in the chat. It is not just a little gas. Go to the bathroom. Right, see. It is. Listen, go. Just go. Just go. Let's see here. No results yet. Oh man, I really wish it was working. I'm gonna try to share the link one more time because I really want you guys to be able to participate. Yeah, so why are we having this conversation? Because it's not a public bathroom here. Like, what you need to do. We're not gonna sit up here and act like you guys didn't know that your stomach was hurt just a little bit. Your stomach hurt just a little bit. Come on now. You knew it was hurting. All right, I'm gonna drop it in the chat one more time. Hopefully I can get it to work. And Soso just said, do people actually shower before getting in the pool? I'm always curious. I don't think people do. I think people treat the pool as their shower. I really think people treat the pool as their shower. And that's sad. that's very, very sad. Let's see. Having witnessed a cold brown, it is not cute. No, it is not. It is not. And we witnessed the same one. However, I know people don't only come from America, so some of these things are cultural differences, especially on cruise lines like MSC. Yeah, they're just cultural differences in general, but yeah. Let's see. Kristen is laughing. Yellow say they should. And Mickey said, I do. Okay. All right. See what I'm saying? Like, we know some people who do. All right. And respecting crew members. Once again, respect their boundaries. We ain't got to flirt with the crew members. Like, first of all, you're going to get them in trouble. And it is people out there that do it. First of all, we're going to get them in trouble. They can really fraternize with you. Don't ask personal questions about ages or wages. And we do want to do this. And because we cruise a lot, it is a thing. We do want to know these answers to these questions, but try not to ask them personal questions. If they share with you, that's one thing, but deep diving into their background or their history, let these people work. But most of the times they'll want to share with you anyway. Showing appreciation, express your gratitude for their service. If they've been amazing, do the surveys. If you can't afford it, tip them a little bit extra. Just go the extra way. And I am 100% believer in, you know, yeah, the cabin stewards are coming there to clean your room, but they ain't coming there to be your maid. Like, just because they come there to clean up don't mean you can't tidy up behind yourself before they get there. You don't have to leave your clothes everywhere, because some things they can't touch. Some things they're not supposed to touch. So clean up behind yourself. Even if you're just throwing your clothes in the closet so they can make up your bed, don't leave your clothes on the bed. They don't really need to be touching your personal stuff. If you can put things up and make it a little tidier so they can come in and get out, because your cabin is not the only one they got to clean. They got to get in and out of other cabins throughout their ship, and most of them work 16-hour days. Make it easier for them. Let's go back to the chat. Let's see here. Leon said, just like people walk past those sinks at the buffet, and do every single time. Now, one thing I'm gonna do is stop. Even if it's just hit the hand sanitizer, do something. But I literally watched somebody on a cruise argue the crew member up and down. I already washed my hands in my cabin. You know how many things you touch on the way from your cabin to get here? Go to the sink, hit the hand sanitizer. I have seen people like, they don't want the hand sanitizer. Do something. Come on now. Kristen said, folks roll out of bed and head straight to the Lido for their daily shower. No behind washing or nothing. And they do. And they do. Team Reach Travels, what is going on, fam? Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. Thank you for being a member. On the Go Yellow said, removing gratuities is diabolical. I would not personally do it. I will not personally do it, but it is people that make it a ritual every time they go on the ship. I want to remove the gratuities. But I that's my personal opinion. I wouldn't do it. I would not do it. So yes, no, let's be respectful of the crew members. They're doing their best. They're working very hard to try to make sure that, we have a great experience. And the least we can do is share that with them. Don't miss the boat. Don't miss the ship. Don't miss your cruise. Don't miss it. Return on time. The ship will leave without you. If you want to be a pier runner, that's your business. But they will leave without you, honey. They are not beholden to you. You are not the only one on that cruise. And every minute that they are in port over the time they're supposed to be, they got to pay, baby. They are leaving. They don't care. If you're on a ship excursion, that is one thing. But if we got to pay to stay because you didn't come, no, baby. Find your way to the next port, or we hope you make it back home safely with your passport in tow. We hope you good. And for all of, and that's another thing too, for people that's like, I don't take my what I'm supposed to do, I don't take my passport off of the ship. Baby, take a picture of it. You have a cell phone. Take a picture of that passport and your barcode. Keep it in your notes. Keep it in your important file. Do whatever you got to do, but you don't have to take it off the ship. As long as you got documentation that you have a passport, it will make things easier. But let's not fight that system. Plan buffer time. Allow extra time for excursions, please, because sometimes things happen. Check with the ship time. And I am one that ship time messed me up every time, baby, because when we was on Virgin immediately jumped over the ship time. It will throw me off, but I'm gonna keep checking. I'm gonna check my phone. I'm gonna check the ship. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna triple check. I don't care if I got to pull up world time stamp, whatever I gotta do. I'll make sure I'm back, because I'm not gonna be late getting back to the ship. I just can't afford. I can't afford it. I can't afford it for many different reasons. Do not break wind in a nightclub and act innocent. Some of these fucking people need to check their diapers. Case in point, we were leaving out. I don't know if you guys saw our boarding day on Reconnecting at Sea on the Celebrity Ascent. We were leaving out of a show and we were in a crowd of people. Somebody passed a bathroom. Thank you, C, because yes, they passed the bathroom and passed gas in a crowd of people. I happened to be behind them. And as I was talking to Brandon, the waft of the gas went into my nostrils and in my mouth. I was sick. Why? And then everybody dispersed. Why did you? Why? Why? Because you died. Something died in you, and you decided that that was a point in time that you want. Come on, like now I'm sick for an hour trying to get myself together because I know what your inside smell like. No, we're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. But we need those peer runner stories to laugh at, though. Oh, we need them. We appreciate them. I just don't want to be one. Let's try to limit them. C said it's too hard to replace a passport. Leave it. Leave it and take a picture of it. Just take a picture of it. C said if they are about to leave you, they will have all of your items at the pier, so you won't have to worry about it. They're gonna leave your stuff at the pier for you. Go Yellow. I said, I think we will get the passbook and card this next time. We did it for Dylan last time, so she could have a picture ID for travel, and it works. It does. Absolutely, it works. We have both the card and the book. We have both. We started off with the card, and then we were just like, nah, we might want to fly somewhere. We got the book. And I mean, I use both. I use the card as a form of ID too, because one thing I'm going to do is have a purse full of stuff and I can't put my hands directly on one thing, so I have the other one. So yes, even at the airports, I use my passport card as a form of ID. How do they know where your passport is? Because they don't. They just collect all your stuff. But most of the time, people keep it in the safe. But they will collect all your stuff and leave it on the pier for you. Yeah. Yeah, Kathy, that's exactly what I was feeling like. They are more prepared to leave you than you were to get back on time. Right. Like they could clean out a cabin quick. They'll clean it out quick. I always get a passport, book, and card every single time. It doesn't hurt to have both. It does not hurt to have both. Pool hot tub protocol. Share your space. It's not your personal jacuzzi. Just because you got there first don't mean that is yours. Shower before you get into the hot tub or the pool. Once again, if you're going, take a shower. Take a shower. Don't roll, as Kristen said, don't roll out of bed and go straight to the pool or the hot tub. Okay. Respect the age zones. Oh my gosh, no kids in the adults only area, because how many times have I seen kids with snorkels diving into the into the resort, the adult only jacuzzi or hot tub? Come on, man! Like they got an area for families. Let me have this. Just let me. I might need a debriefer from kids for a minute. Let me have this. And come on, don't splash. No splash in the hot tub or the pool. No splash. It costs money for them to stay and wait for you, so they are prepared. Absolutely. Cruise, yeah, they pay. They pay to be docked at these ports. So, and then a lot of time people don't understand why all these port fees and stuff, because they're also paying to be docked for the ship to dock there. They're paying for the ship to dock there. So no, we're not going to wait for you because you wanted to shop a little bit longer, or Senor Frogs gave you one too many margaritas. You get back. Get back. It is easy for me to say because I'm gonna see that ship. I'm not gonna, especially if I'm gonna have a drink. No, I'm gonna see that ship. That's a good idea, Yellow. We only have the book for RJ, but would be nice to have the card too. Absolutely, we have both, and I think it's smart to do. Don't let your kids dive into the hot tubs, please. Yeah, no hot tub diving. I can't stand kids that treat the tub like the pool. But it's true. They be in there like full goggles and swim floaties. Y'all ain't even supposed to be in here. You're not even supposed to be in here. I will give some grace to on colder months, but if it's hot and we are 2011 people, 2011 pools, take your behind to the pool. Like, come on. Come on now. Just come on now. It's too many pools and hot tub. Go ahead. I don't even know if I want to give them grace. And manage your kids. Yolo said, manage your kids. I barely want to be bothered with mine. I don't want to police yours. I don't like kids like that. Sis, I ain't mad at you. I am not mad at you at all. Okay. Oh, speaking of kids, Florida Cruise said kids in the non-adult hot tub all day and the parents don't care. And because they be walking right to it. They be walking right in there behind the parents. Kids at sea. Parents' responsibilities. They don't listen. Watch your kids. We just talked about this on Thursday. This 9-year-old kid got the whole family banned. Listen, we can't go on a cruise because you out here tearing up arcade machines and beating up other people's kids. No, supervise your kids, not just in public, but in private too. Don't have them running around and knocking on people's cabin doors and screaming through the halls and pushing buttons in elevators. And come on, man, this ain't a playground. We pay too much money for this. Enforce the curfew. If the curfew is 1 a.m. for 18 and under, try to make sure they follow the curfew. Now, like we said, when you get teenagers, they kind of do their own thing. But it ain't no reason for a 10-year-old to be out at 1 a.m., in my opinion. Quickly handle behavior issues. Get to it before we do. That's what the cruise line said. You better get it before we do. And respect adult zones. Once again, they have family areas and they have adult-only areas. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Let's see. Timmy said, Lord, I can't stand a hot tub that look like people's soup. And that's why I don't be messing with them, friend. That's why I don't be messing with them. On the go with Yellow said, oh, and the diapers. Y'all killing me. Yeah, because you ain't even supposed to have diapers in the tub or the pool. Anyway, if they don't wear swim diapers, they ain't supposed to be in there. Nice segue, bad. Bad A is too early to cuss. Kids, yes, bad. The parents don't care until you say something to their kids and then they mad you said something. Liam, spot on. Because on the Conquest, I had to say something to some grown kiddos. Y'all, we too grown for this. Why we doing this? Why y'all doing all this hollering screaming? Because y'all are rattling my brain. And I try to mind my business. Now I might give your kid a side eye and I try to mind my business. But all this hollering and hooping and they already talking crazy about it, we don't need to do all that. We don't need to do all that. Just calm down. I'm telling. I'll find a crew member in a minute and snitch. Chris, and now you tell him, hello, please. Hello, officer.
Hello, officer.
It's kids in the pool. That kid that fell in the water in Nassau between the ship and the dock was crazy. Yes. Okay. Yes, that is crazy. And you know what? We'll get into that. We will get into that. Jess, if I had survived that as a child, my mama would have killed me anyway. Because what? Right. Like, what's happening here? What's happening here? What's going on, Shiro? What did I just walk into? So we're talking about cruise etiquette and how there should be unspoken cruise rules that people should follow, and they really don't. They really don't. On the go with Yellow said, I'm still trying to figure out how. Right, because first of all, they are so like bad about this yellow line thing. Why y'all crossing the yellow line? Why the kids standing over on the edge? And how do they get that far without you even noticing? Like I'm nervous when Brandon walk on the yellow line. Get back over here. So why are you even letting your kids get that far? Noise control in the cabin. So let's be respectful of quiet hours, usually around 11 p.m. If you can, let's be respectful. The walls are thin, 2 to 3 inches. Listen now, it ain't. We talked about this as far as like even the balconies. The walls are thin, and try to keep the TV volume under control. Like even in the house, Brandon listen to TV loud because sometimes I'll be like, "Why is that loud? Why is it that loud?" And try not to slam the doors. Let's see. Be open to sharing tables. I'm not with it, but if we got to, we will. I'm not with it, but if we got to, we will. Encourage participants in quiet conversations. Respect the privacy of others. Don't ask about cruise prices because we want to know, but and stay neutral. Try to avoid politics and religion. I know it's hard and it's easy to get into, but we don't want to have fisticuffs on a cruise because y'all want to talk about politics. And I would just leave it at that. Then we said, get back from that yellow line. And I would do, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. If you guys could make sure you hit the like button, I would greatly appreciate it. And now we got to get into it because it is a topic of conversation, baby, and they don't like us. Okay. They don't like us. They don't like vloggers. They watch the vlogs, but they don't like the vloggers. Okay. How do we how do we be respectful of people when we're vlogging, when we're taking pictures, anything that let's be mindful here. First of all, if you can help it, try not to take pictures of others on a cruise. We do our best, but sometimes it's just hard to avoid people, especially if you're recording an event or public areas just to show the information. It is hard, but we do our best. So we're not out there. No, we're not purposely videotape for us. Now I can't speak for everybody, but for most of the bloggers and the vloggers that I know, we're not out there just recording you because you just walked in the elevator with us and we want to see what your life is like. We don't care. We don't care. We really don't care. Okay. But let's be respectful here. Ask about taking pictures of others if you can, because a lot of times I will tell people, if you meet us, hey, want to take a picture, and I will ask. Okay. Turn on the flash turn off your flash during show times. Listen, sometimes I turn on my phone and I'll have my flash on for something else and the flash will come on. I try to hurry and turn it off. It does happen. I'm not gonna say it's never happened to me, but it does happen. If you can help it, try not to have your flash on. Uh First of all, why you taking phone calls in the middle of the ocean anyway? I want your cell phone playing. But if you do, keep it private. We don't need to know your business. Okay. And when you on a cruise and you doing video calls, go. Yeah, let's just be respectful. Let's just be respectful. So once again, the elevators versus the stairs. When to use the elevators, when to use the stairs. If it's just a few floors, use the stairs. During peak times, use the stairs. For exercise, use the stairs. In elevators, if you have mobility issues, if you're carrying heavy items, or if you're going long distances, use the elevators. And again, try to be respectful of those who have mobility issues or in wheelchairs. Let them have the first crack at it. And I don't know if this is a thing for us, or how do you handle it? How do you handle disruptive passengers? If you have somebody that comes into your space and they are disruptive, do you identify the issue? Like, because first of all, that ain't my problem. That ain't my problem. That's me. Once again, I'm just not gonna be in it. But I am gonna listen. Stay calm. Try to find a crew member if you can, which they should be around, and then try to keep your vacation spirit going on. So just said, I don't trust Tiny Cruiser. She will always find something to get into and is not shy. She's not. She know everybody. Everybody her friend, everybody her family, everybody get a big hug. So overly friendly kids like Tiny Cruiser, you do have to be mindful of. Running up and down the hall at 1 a.m. in 1 in the morning. Kids and the rowdy drinkers. Present company excluded. Exactly. I'm doing good, Kevin. Thank you for asking. And then Mickey's Adventure says, "I'll walk away first." Yeah, let's just walk away. It's not that important. It's not that. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys. Next time I'll try to test it out first to see if it works. I thought I did, but it didn't. But this is the poll question I wanted to ask you guys. So, which of these behaviors annoys you the most on a cruise? Is it the chair hogs? Is it people pressing the elevator buttons? Is it the loud talkers on the balcony, the buffet line cutters, or people who ignore the dress codes? So you can drop it in the chat if you want. So that's the first one. Which of these behaviors annoys you the most? The people who hog the chairs, the elevator button pressers, the loud talkers on the balcony, the buffet line cutters, or people who ignore the dress codes. So that is the first one. Let's see here. And then C said the chair hogs. Yeah, the chair hogs. I know it's the chair hogs for her because she's definitely she's a poolside girly. So yes, Mickey's Adventure said loud on the balcony. Yep. For Team Reese is the line cutters. Period, honey. Ooh, that grinds my gears. And Kathy B said the buffet line cutters. And then On the Go Yellow said the line cutters. DT Cruiser said the line cutters. Yeah, it's the line cutters for sure. All right, so let's hit on to the next one. Which one for all of the above? Let's see. A, B, D, C, E, E, C, D, E, F. Line cutters and loud talkers. Well, I'm sorry because I do talk loud, so I apologize in advance. But I'm not cutting the line. It's the attitude more than them cutting the line. You gonna cut me in line, then you gonna have an attitude about it. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. All right, the next one. Where on the ship do you encounter the worst etiquette violations? The pool deck, the buffet, the elevator, the shows, or the dining room? Where do you encounter the worst etiquette violations? The pool deck, the buffet, the elevators, the shows, or the dining room? Which one of those is the most popular? I think for me, it's probably the buffet. I think when people get around food, they don't know how to act. I don't think they know how to act. Let's see here. All right, and I'll give you guys a second for those to pop in. Mickey's Adventure said the dining room. The dining room. Yeah, it's the buffet for me too, Yellow. It's the buffet for me too. I'm telling you, people don't know how to act. DT Cruiser said the buffet. Yeah. Usually in the dining room, if you're going to take the time to get it together, you're going to go to the dining room and act like you got some sense. But a lot of times the buffet is just Wild Wild West. Like people don't care. It's the Wild Wild West. Kathy B said the buffet as well. And okay, so this is a would you rather. Would you rather be seated at dinner next to a loud chewer or someone who takes phone calls during their meals? See what C said, the elevator. Anyone acting like they never took public transit, wait for the people to exit, then you enter. Then you enter. Right. Why are you trying to walk in while I'm walking out? Because you're trying to beat the crowd and you ain't had no business being there in front of those people anyway. Shiro said the buffet watched a lady pick something up with her bare hands. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, somebody was able to get in. Well, whoever answered that, thank you. On the Go with Yellow says CSC, that's my number 2. Neither. You want to sit next to nobody. Nobody. No, I don't want you chewing loud or taking phone calls. And move out the door so the people can get out. Right. Let these people out. Yellow said, neither. Dude, close your mouth. C said, ooh, buffet and a water station. The buffet. The buffet. All right, let's go to the next one. Would you rather be stuck in an elevator with someone wearing too much perfume or with a family letting their kids press all the buttons? And some people got allergies. Some people got allergies. So pressing all the buttons. Whoever answering these, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Whoever's answering these, I really do. I'm glad you're finally able to get in. Kathy B said, neither. I don't want to be in there with none of it. Team Reese said the phone call. So I'd rather be beside somebody taking the phone call than somebody chewing loud. Because some people can't deal with that loud chewing. Charnel, hey, thanks for being here. She said, definitely the buffet, honey. Yeah, definitely the buffet. Hubby hums at dinner. Oh, hubby like to chew. He like to sing when he eat, huh? C said, give me the perfume. I'd rather be in the elevator with somebody wearing perfume than you, because I'm trying to get somewhere and you don't press all the buttons. Now I got to stop on every floor. Team Reese said perfume. All right. And then Kathy B said the buttons. The buttons. Okay, so I think what it's doing once I start presenting it, it'll automatically let you guys get an answer. So that's what that is. Now I understand, because I tried it on the back end and it let me do it, but I wasn't answering my own questions. So now I see. I think I gotta be in it for you guys to actually answer. Let's see here. On the good yellow, so I was able to get in that time. So that's what it is. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. We working it out. We working it out. Shiro said perfume for a short ride. Yeah, because I can get away from the perfume, honey. All these button pushing ain't gonna work. Miggy said, I think the poll is working because you are active on it. Yes. Thank you so much. All right, so we have 2 for too much perfume and 3 for the kids pressing all the buttons. All right, let's go to the next one then, since we figured this out. All right. Would you rather have a balcony neighbor who smokes, which is against the rules, or a neighbor who has a loud argument until 2 a.m.? Because baby, I'm trying to sleep. Baby, I'm trying to sleep. I'm not I'm not trying to smell your smoke. Just let me sleep. Mm. On the go, yellow said, sensitive to smells. Stanky ain't gonna work in closed areas. All right, so two for loud arguments and 2 for neighbors who smoke. Okay. So I'm glad it's working. I'm glad we figured it out, y'all. We did it together. Yay! Yeah, sensitive to smells. Sensitive to smells. All right, okay. Arguments, baby, that's entertainment. I can't stand no smoke, no. Right, I can talk about an argument all day, girl. Let me tell you about what happened. But the smoke, But at 2 a.m., girl, if I'm in my sleep, if I'm dead asleep and y'all arguing at 2 in the morning, I might get a little mad. Kathy B said, argument, I can't stand smoke. Got y'all. All right, let's move on to the next one. Would you rather wait an extra 30 minutes for an excursion because of a late passenger or miss the port entirely due to weather? I feel like this is an easy one. Now, miss it due to weather or be 30 minutes late. Let's see. Leo said, if they are smoking outside on the balcony, but I'm in my room, but I'd rather sleep. Would tolerate the perfume, then pressing all the buttons, don't want to be stuck in the elevator. Right. Because then what if the elevator malfunctions? So somebody said wait an extra 30 minutes for the excursion. So that's 2 for that. And then 1 for miss the port entirely due to bad weather. And you know what? And I think also because you don't know if you're gonna be able to get to that port. You don't know if you're gonna be able to get back to that port. You know, the 30 minutes probably could be made up, but you don't know if you're going to be able to get back to that port again. So I probably wouldn't want to miss the port either. They should have been on time. Kathy said late, honey. I'd rather be late. Yeah. I'm with y'all too. I think I would rather have the extra 30 minutes. Yeah, they should have been on time, but that 30 minutes late, I'd rather be able to at least get to that port, especially if it's a port I've never been to before. I'm gonna be mad if I miss the whole port. So that's 5-1 on the extra 30 minutes late. And would you rather be seated in a dining room with someone who complains about everything or someone that takes flash photos of every dish? Because one thing I'm gonna be doing is I gotta get that content for y'all. So I'll be in there with I ain't gonna lie. I'll be in there with my flash or hold on, I gotta rotate the plate so I can get the content because they gotta see what this food look like, baby. I don't know. If I don't take the picture, how y'all gonna know? How y'all gonna know if I don't take the picture? Y'all gotta know what it look like. Let's see. I've been waking out of my sleep with cigarette smokes. I'm with TRT. That's entertainment. Yes. Foodie Vacation says, yep. Photos, hands down. Yeah, let me take my pictures. But honey, you complaining about everything. See, now you get on my nerves. And I ain't even waiting on you. YOLO, the smoke is outside and you can still smell. Yes, smoke don't have no barrier. That cigarette smoke travels, especially if you're not a smoker. Absolutely, that cigarette smoke travels. No blinding flashes, but I do take pictures. It ain't blinding, but I don't know. The lights be lighting this. Now I ain't gonna lie, my girl Kiki got a light on her, honey. That will light up the night. And Ray be like, good, great. Kiki got a light on hers, but my friend get in and get out. She don't be having no long drawn out conversations, honey. She gonna do what she gotta do to that flash off. Charnel said, I would rather wait an extra 30 minutes. Exactly. And thank you guys. Make sure you hit that like button. I appreciate it. My food is halfway gone by the time I think of taking a picture. Right. But you know the rule, the camera eats first, Jess. All right, someone who takes flash photos on every dish. That is the top one. Would you rather deal with a chair hog who saves 8 loungers all day, or someone who splashes everyone at the pool? Kiki like be bright, honey. I'll be with Ray on that one because Ray be like, God gracious. Yeah, Kiki, sometimes that sis, you got that spotlight 5,000. Friend got that spotlight 5,000. Would you rather deal with a chair hog or someone who saves 8 loungers all day, or someone who splashes everybody at the pool? Because I can go and tell y'all my answer. I make it quick, but yes, I need that light so y'all can see the content right. I said, friend, get in and get out, but that light is bright. That light is bright. So C said a chair hog. I'd rather do that, because what if I just wanted to sit beside a pool? Who said I needed to be wet? And then y'all splashed me when I had no intention to get wet. Now you're making me mad. Now you're making me mad. No splashing. No splashing. Team Reese said chair hog. I'd rather deal with a chair hog than somebody splashing. This one is hard. Equally no. I won't deal with neither one of them. None. The answer is 0. Thinking about that little boy torturing D in that last ball. Because why? If somebody changed that, why? Chair hall, because I'm not at the pool that much anyway. Yeah. And see, I don't know. And there's probably too many like pool etiquettes that don't happen is the reason why I probably don't get in the pool, because it's like I'm not about to deal with that. All right. Would you rather be stuck behind someone taking too long at a buffet, or someone cutting in line? Taking too long in the buffet, or somebody cutting in line? Let's see. Charnel said, I would deal with the chair hog. Hey, Katie, how are you? Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Glad to see you're back. She said, where are the parents? Why y'all splashing anyway? Where your mama at? That's my question. Where your mama at? Hey, Makai Harris, how are you, fam? Thanks for being here. Makai said, chair hall. I don't like being splashed when I didn't send for it. Okay. Okay, honey, I didn't send for this water. I just got out of the shower. Go ahead on now. I got places to be this afternoon. Because how you ain't see that lady address your child and the child is still cutting up? Right. And then they'd be the first one, like you said earlier, they'd be the first ones mad at you. Taking too long. I'd rather be behind somebody taking too long than somebody cutting the line. Because you saw me standing here. And sometimes I do be audible. You saw me standing here. You saw me standing here. You ain't cut this. What? Let's see. The ship's pool is small. Leon said it's too small. I'm not going in there. It's too small. Taking too long in the buffet. Taking too long, though my patience be thin. This is always my question. Where your mama at? Always. Where your mama at? My number one question. I got stuck behind someone who read every label, then had to ask, what is that? Then had to look at it before deciding if they wanted it on their plate. Go on now and get. Go on and get now. Go ahead on now. Go ahead. Line cutters are usually in and out. All right, so the next one is, what would you do in a overcrowded hot tub? What would you do in an overcrowded hot tub? Quietly leave, mention the posted limit, ask questions to intervene, or endure silently. What would you do in an overcrowded hot tub? Let's see here. Liam said, but I cut in line at the bathroom because I got all my food and all I need is a couple of pieces of bacon. At a buffet, not a bathroom, I said at a bathroom, at a buffet, honey. All I need is a couple pieces of bacon. Let me just get that little bit. Let me just get a little bacon. Yellow said true. Taking too long in the buffet, cutting in line is just downright rude. Let's see. Taking too long, but they make you want to cut the line. They do. Standing behind. Come on. Come on, foodie vacations. They be, come on now. You sitting there like, so you said reading every label. Why are you reading every label? I'll deal with the chair hog also because I splashed back. Lashina said you could get right back. Hey, Lashina, how are you? Thank you for being here. Do you ask or do you just butt in? Now, if I do now, if you taking too long, if you are one of those people who just standing there reading all the labels, like she said, I will say, excuse me, let me just get a little piece of bacon right here and I'll get on about my business. But I'm not going to stand there and wait for you to decide on if you like the ingredients or not. Like, work that out on your own time. And I hate the bacon pickers. Get that bacon and get out the way, or at least inspect your bacon quickly. And they do every little piece. Girl, bacon is bacon gone. I like my bacon fried hard. I don't want my girl. Go ahead now. Go ahead now. Sharo said, leave. So I will leave. Just leave. Liam said, I will just leave. DT Cruz said, I will just leave. Yellow said, leave or I won't be there. Yep, true. Leave. C says, leave. And C said, heavy on the won't be there. Right. All right. And what is your cruise unspoken rule? What is your unspoken rule about cruises? So you can either drop it in the chat. This is the last one, or you can type it in and it'll pop up on the screen. So what is your unspoken rule about cruises? On the go, Yellow says, sorry, I'm a bacon picker. I am too, Yellow, but I just get in there and get out. I don't scope what piece I wanted while I was waiting for you to make up your decision about what you wanted on your waffles. I don't see the one I wanted. What is your unspoken rule about cruises that other people should already follow that we have not talked about today? Liam said the line was stuck at the grits 2 dishes down from the bacon. Right. It wasn't even near the bacon. It wasn't even near the bacon. At least strategize and start spotting the piece you want a couple of trays before getting there. You went as soon as you seen the bacon. Exactly. As soon as you seen the bacon, you already knew which piece you wanted. You just had to hope that nobody got it before you got to it. But you did it. You did it. Makai Harris says, you doing too much. Go on and get now. In the words of Sid with C. Go on and get now. You doing too much. Thank you. Scoop that bacon. Exactly. Charnel said, I would leave. Yep. Just leave the hot tub, honey. I ain't got time to be snitching nobody. Ain't no need to be in there. Sharo said, give me 3 feet. This is my space. Unspoken rule. I just give me 3 feet. Back up a little bit. That's it. Somebody said, wash your hands, baby. It ain't that hard to wash your hands. It just ain't that hard. Just go ahead and do a little bop. Wash them, get in, get out. It ain't that hard. And people are adverse to water, unless it's pool water. I don't know why people think it's 2 different things, but wash your hands. They are catering to more people on this ship than just you. This ain't your grandma's kitchen. Market. Market. Right. This ain't just about you, baby. If you that picky, you need to go to the dining room where you can afford to be picky, or you probably, yeah. But the cruise food, no, it ain't that serious. Respect my space. Mickey's Adventure Cruise unspoken rule. Respect my space. Respect my space. Marika, hey, thanks for being here. Marika said, be considerate. Just be considerate. It's not that hard. It's not that hard at all. Mickey's Adventure said, give me 6 feet, baby. I don't even want 3. I need 6. I I need 6. Somebody said, try to get along with everyone so no one goes overboard. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's just get along, baby. Let's just get along. Heather said, overcrowded, hot, I'm leaving immediately. Yeah, because we already in a hot tub. We already in a hot tub. The limit says 6 people. Why y'all trying to scooch one more? Why y'all trying to scooch 3 more? Why you got your baby in the hot tub? I mean, we've literally experienced this recently. So Liam said that's what that's what Europeans are used to is your personal space buffer. Yeah, that's a hard. Yeah, because like Liam said, a lot of it is cultural differences, but you would think all in all, everyone has a personal boundary, an unspoken rule that we should all follow. And sometimes it's hard for people to follow. Be considerate, cover it all. Dining, pool, elevators. If you are considerate of others, that's half the battle. Good job, friend. Good job. Makai said, wear the deodorant and wash your behind, honey. I ain't signed up to smell full. Makai said, wash it, baby. You knew you had a whole bathroom in your cabin. You had a whole bathroom in your cabin and you made the decision to leave, walk past that bathroom because 9 times out of 10 is by the door. Open the door, come out in a public space, and you ain't wash nothing. You ain't put on a little bit of deodorant. You made that choice. Makai, I'm with you. I'm with you. That's my unspoken rule. Lashina said, in real life, I don't even get in hot tubs. Too much bacteria, honey. And then you floating it around. I just got in them. I just got in them in these last few cruises. And I mean, and then it takes too much energy. So I don't know if it's something that I'm going to keep doing. But for a long time, honey, every time I looked at the pool, all I saw was people soup. I'm not doing it. I ain't done a pool, but I have done the hot tubs. Makai's laughing. Yellow's laughing at Makai. HB5 said, honey, wash. Please just wash it. Just wash. Whatever it is, wash it. Don't crowd in the elevators. Don't give us a little space. Give us a little space. Lashina said, washy. Just washy. And on the go with Yellow said, and they give you soap for free. It ain't like they charge you, baby. Go on in there and just get a little lather going. Just get a little lather going. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna burn. And if it do burn, you probably got a skin allergy. You need to go to the doctor anyway. But 9 times out of 10, you good. You good. I don't care if it's 5 seconds and not 10. 5 seconds did as much as it could do. It was better than no seconds. I got to think about my unspoken rule. I'm not sure. I'm sure it's some. I just avoid the stuff I know is going to pee me off. I haven't gotten into the hot tub on the ship in a while. How is Conquest hot tubs? I did not do it. The hot tub I did was on the Celebrity Ascent. That's probably why I did it. So I did the hot tub on the Celebrity Ascent. I did it twice. I did the one in Solarium and I did one out on the pool deck. And that's it. That's the only hot tubs I've been in this year. And they were on Celebrity. I did not do it on Virgin, Celebrity. I did not do it on Independence, and I did not do it on Conquest. So Celebrity is the only one. And then last year, when we did Icon, on the inaugural Icon, we did the water parks. But once again, we didn't do the hot tubs. We didn't do the pools. We did the water parks. So some in and out. Makai said, leave your kids at home if they don't know how to act. Because why am I paying for you to come up on this ship and that crazy? Why am I paying for you to come up on this ship and that crazy? Right, that's the one. Is that the one, Alicia? What's going on, fam? Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for being here. It was fun. On the go with Yellow said, I haven't been in a hot tub this year. So yeah, this is the first one. And that was on the Ascent. So this is the first one for me. I only do the hot tub early and with family and friends, no strangers. So you one of the first ones in the tub. I feel you. So first of all, thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it so much. This was a fun one. And as always, you guys know if you have topics you want to talk about, you know how to reach me. I am here. Also, if you are looking for a quote on a cruise, I am also here as well. You can scan the QR code at the top of the screen, or you can email me as well. And I will try to get that email scrolling here in just a second. Bam. So I will try to get that email scrolling. Let's see here. Kathy B said lots of laughs. Thank you, fam. Foodie Vacation said it was fun. I appreciate you. Let's see. We usually do the pool, but not when it's busy. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No busy pools. And Malachi said, I enjoy the poll activity. We got to do this more. Yeah. So now that I figured out how to work it, I will make sure I incorporate it more because it does give you a point to focus on conversations. So I absolutely will incorporate this in more. If y'all have questions, because next week we will have NCL here. We will have a representative Kimberly Mann from NCL here. Get your NCL questions ready. And if you have them ahead of time, you can always email me, parkerswannago@gmail.com, and I will incorporate them. I already have them ready to go, honey, so we can make sure that we have all the answers that we need because we got to understand NCL, okay? And even our good friends, Team Reese, who is currently on NCL right now, listen, if you got questions that y'all can't get answered, drop them. Let me know. Let me know. Yellow said this was fun. Yes, I had a great time. Thank you guys for being here. And thank you for taking time out of your lunch hour. Always entertaining. Thank you, Mickey's Adventure. This was cute, very active. I try. This was nice. See you all later this week. Yes, we will see you guys on Thursday. Lashina said, I love NCL. Okay, so next Monday, NCL will be here. I have a blessed day, everyone. Absolutely. And Timmy said, girl, they don't want my questions. Yes, they do. These drop them, fam. Drop the questions. We want them. If they don't, we want them. So I appreciate you guys being here. Remember, if you have a question you want me to ask, if you have a topic you want me to discuss, make sure you send them to me because this is going to be my Mondays, especially this summer when y'all in and out and y'all have questions about road trips and travel and cruises and trains. We're doing all of that stuff. So y'all make sure y'all send us the questions. We're going to talk about it. We're going to get some more people in here to have conversations so we can ask them the hard questions that we have to ask and they don't never answer. We're going to put them on the spot. We're going to ask them, okay? So y'all let me know. I appreciate y'all. And Liam said, Team Reese, I'm curious about your questions. Me too. And we're going to end on this one, which from HB5. Y'all have a great day. I will see you guys next time. And let's talk about more things from Ship to Shore next week. Bye, there.